as part of the original approved case with Rite Aid, the landmark structure was supposed to be essentially recoded with the new skin, new siding in place of the rotten siding, new windows, new roof, new gutters, new everything. Again, last time we were proposing basically rebuilding the same two-story remaining walls on the new foundation, raising it up about a couple of feet and moving it forward to closer to the street, about 10 feet, to accommodate the grade at the parking lot and to accommodate the needs of the proposed medical office building. Again, after conversations with Mr. Kisar last week, we were strongly encouraged to preserve as much as possible of the existing structure. So the only way we found to preserve what essentially we were preserving before, which was just wood studs, was to take them and move them to the new location. And this slide kind of crudely illustrates, the walls, the last two remaining walls of the original two-story structure that we were trying to take and move forward and lift up a couple feet. The next slide shows the original building, Bauer's building. As you can see, it's the same volume as you have right now, basically same demonstrations. The next slide represents the design that was presented to the board last month. Again, as you can see, we are essentially showing exactly the same, almost the same elevation as you saw in the existing conditions, and especially in the old building. We were going to build something that was as tall, as wide. We have windows basically in the same place. So now we're proposing to do it utilizing essentially as much of existing structure as we can. In a month that have passed since our last meeting, we continued working with our client on the restaurant building, and there was a lot of suggestions that we heard about from different neighborhood groups. So we continued working on the elevation, and this design represents our latest efforts approved by our restaurant client. The restaurant is the same size as we had before, about the same height, but we are using different types of materials. We are not using any metal panels anymore. Basically, it's a combination of limestone, creekstone, and wood panels on the facade facing Mockingbird Valley and the Brunsboro Road. We're using some frameless glass enclosure walls, or windows, whatever you call them, on the patio. As you can see, again, the main element, the scale of the building, again, is about the same as the scale of the Bauer's building, medical office building at the rear. You have different treatments of the windows that are broken down a little bit more to change the scale essentially of the structure. The frameless windows that I was talking about encompass the patio, so it's a little bit more compact visually. It doesn't have anything sticking out in different ways that we had before. So it's a calm approach to restaurants, still contemporary. You're looking from the Mockingbird Gardens Drive across the detention basin into the patio of the restaurant, and through you can see the linear fireplace on the back, and then two big openings, windows, kind of with, again, we changed the scale of the window treatments to make it.
And that's the interior glass enclosed patio, distinguished from the patio that will be retained, which is on that side.
On the existing patio side, again, it's about the same volume as we had before. We have, again, a combination of limestone, creekstone, and the wood structure. The reddish wood panel structure that you can see at the rear, we pulled it out closer to the patio, and that's a secondary entrance into the restaurant that will lead into the patio and into the parking lot. It actually has two doors, one facing the parking lot, the other one facing Brunsboro Road directly ahead of, to comply in part with the provisions of the restaurant. This is the view from the parking lot, or from the Mockingbird Gardens Drive. Again, we took out these big windows at the front entrance and used a little bit more stone. We do have accent color at the entrance view, but again, the main elements used on this facade, again, are limestone, creekstone, and wood panels. Between the, I mean, you can, it's a very crude model, but between the building and the edge of the, there was something happened with the model, this got too high. But between the edge of the patio and the restaurant itself, there's going to be a paved, kind of brick pavers sidewalk that's going to gradually rise up to the entrance to the secondary entrance into the restaurant.
So
As well as there,
from the public sidewalk.
yes, from the sidewalk, there's going to be a cut through. Again, this represents a 315 as of today effort to. So we're striving to be perfect, but you know, some things. There's supposed to be a sidewalk connecting the new sidewalk along the Brunsboro Road side, parallel to mesh, going up to a small plateau, then steps down into the patio, and have a couple more steps into the restaurant.